Okay, guys, this is Judy, and I've got more space. I'm doing this on my iPad. So I've got a little iPad here. This is the first time I'm using it, so I don't know how it's going to work. But what I want to say is when you get that first video, that was just starting it off, letting you know what I'm up to this summer. Let me know what you're up to this summer. Bullying cannot always just be the children. Bullying can be women who are letting men verbally abuse you, and you're supposed to be having a relationship with them. The men who want to talk to you and say bad things about you that you don't even have anything to do with, no interaction with them, you can take that up with the courts, if you want to, and the law. That takes care of that. But I want to tell you that our children are being bullied to death. They're committing suicide. It's not enough with people shooting them down on the street. Now they just can't deal with what's going on in the school. So I want all you parents to really pay attention. Sit down one-on-one and talk to your child. Find out how's things going at school. Find out what makes them happy. Find out if there's any individuals that's making life a little miserable for them. Please do that. Because this child that you sit here from Chadbourne, North Carolina, she couldn't take it anymore. She was only 10 years old. So what she did, she just hung herself. Now, I know you don't want to go in and find your children hung to death because of these crazy people that's out here. I mean, I think they start bullying in the delivery room when the one in the next basket next to the next person. Like I said, there are types of people who bullying is just their nature. You can be nice to them. You can treat them real nice. They'll start up some kind of lie to cause some kind of confusion. And there's St. Francis of Assisi made a prayer that says, God give you the strength for the things that you can change. If you can't change them, you just forget about that person. That person missed out on a very nice friend. And then when you hear the person complain about what people are doing to them, you just let it go in one ear and out the other, because there's so many beautiful people on this YouTube, and they're really taking care of the business. They're really addressing the problems. Now, I can't take a steady diet of the bickering. I can't take a steady diet, but I still want to kind of know what's going on. Grandma, go and visit every once in a while, make my comments. But if you notice, I have a lot of people that I subscribe to. I've got my basic people that I'm going to subscribe to for life. And just because I like them don't mean I'm kissing up to them. Because I like you, I don't have any problems telling you I like you. I don't want anything from you. And as far as the phone call, when I got on here, I decided to have a phone that my people can call me with a number. And people have called me and have talked to me. So I don't think no one knows what phone calls I'm getting in my house or what my email is, unless you're connected to my phone. And I don't care what's going on in your house. That's just it. I don't sweat the small stuff. I'm happy. Anybody got to pick on people and bully people and send nasty emails to people and stuff like that, that's a person who's not very happy. That's a bully. And what goes around comes around. My grandmother said, when you dig one grave, you better dig one for yourself, because you're going to need it. So all I want to say is I'm very, very happy. I'm doing a lot of extensive investigating on Bali, Kuta. And my daughter's already rented the apartment for us there. And eventually, I will probably... just went out. I got to refresh it. I will probably live there. Not in Bali, but I'll probably live in Taiwan. Not Taiwan. Thailand. And one reason is because they still respect the elders. They still... If you ask the children there, how do they feel? They say happy. Now, I'm not so stupid that I would think there's not murders there. There's not con games ran there. But I have been traveling by myself or with my husband or with my daughter for 20 some years or with friends. And not 20 some years, God, that was the age I was when I first started. I was 20. But I've been traveling since I was 20 years old. So 50 years of traveling. By my daughter being in Spain, she just called and says, Mom, why don't you meet me up in Cuta? I just rented a 2-bedroom apartment. Beautiful. And I says, okay, I'll meet you there. So we have our plane tickets and everything. And my uncle is coming here, and he's going to stay at my apartment while I'm gone. Thank you, Uncle John. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Uncle John's an ex-policeman, so my apartment will be in good hands. And then if I find out I really like Thailand, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give away all my stuff. So that'll be a real big giveaway. And everybody can have a little piece of Grandma Judy, and then books, everything's going. Because I'm not taking anything with me. I'm starting all new over there. I'm going to live very, one room is fine for me. Because the place I'm living at, it'll be across from the university. And they have a party every night, people selling things. So that's what will be happening there. But what I'm trying to say, I want to end this. People, don't, we can really stop our children from being killed in the street if our government wanted to do it, but they don't. Remember I said I wasn't going to address that anymore? Because I know if Singapore doesn't have the killings, I don't see why we have to have it. Oh yeah, I'm going to stop by Singapore too. I'll probably stay there for a while. I love that place. Singapore is a fine place. They'll fine you if you spit on the sidewalk and you drugs is a death penalty there. Dealing and using, you get hung. So people think they're mean and all of that. But like I told you, Singapore didn't let their September 11th happen. They were nosy, as you want to call it, and they found out. Our country was worried about some stain on a blue dress, like I said, and we got September 11th. Okay, that's all I have to say. Love you very much. And kissy, 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 and I'm not kissing your behind. I'm just kissing you because I'm a human being, and it's too much hatred and meanness in this world, and we have to love each other. And anyone that don't want my love, you don't have to take it, because I'm not trying to kiss up to anybody, because I don't need anything. When I write my bills every month, I think Judith's name is on those checks. And like I say, this AdSense, every penny of it, plus money of mine, go to the homeless shelters. Because that is what I care about. I care about the killings, I care about bullying, and I care about the homeless shelters. The ones who want to make all their money talking about women, or talking about men, or talking about each other, if that sends up your things, go on and do it. I don't care. I'd rather be a lover, not a hater. If I'm going to send you an email, which I usually do, that's going to be a positive one. Because we don't know each other. We can't come to a conclusion. Because there's people who can take my email and send people anything. And it may not have even come from me. So be careful when you get angry with someone about something you think somebody said or somebody did. Because it could be someone else who just don't like the friendship. But then I watch how a person does react to something, whether it's true or not, and that shows the nature of that person. And I don't call out names here unless I'm being positive. The negative person that I'm talking about, people, they know who they are. They know who they are. So I'm not going to call them out. I don't put their picture up and then curse them out. I just don't do that. So what's happening here is the screen kind of goes off when I don't touch it a while. But God bless this beautiful little girl. God bless the little boy who just died in a coma where he was beat on the schoolyard. And, you know, I don't have to spoon feed you. You guys know how to go and look up bullying and children dying by suicide. You know, when you think you got problems with your family and everything, when you see what's going on here in this world, you will see. But one thing I do know, I let go and I let God. God is going to take care of everything. So, Uncle John, We'll be leaving this summer, so thank you very much for coming here, staying at my place while I'm gone. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye. So let me cut it off. This is an iPad thing now.